Hey everybody, Mr. Lapeze here with a final video, some final thoughts to bring out to the end of the semester. We are just about there. We have our essay number 2 grades posted with rubrics. We have essay number 3's due date coming up by this Saturday. And then just about 4 days later, our final exam opens. And so I want to cover a little bit, some details about each of those things. And then thank y'all for a good semester. So essay number 2 grades posted with rubrics. Just like essay number 1, you'll have some marginal comments from me, usually about 10 to 20 per paper, along with the rubric itself and the details for each category. The only metric I really care about when it comes to second essays is how many students have progressed. In other words, which percentage of the students in the course have earned a higher grade with essay number 2 than essay number 1. And for us, the data was awesome. It was very encouraging. 60%, so 6 out of 10 people in the course earned a higher grade with essay number 2 compared to essay number 1. So that's awesome. I mean, more than half the class improved between essay 1 and 2. And what I would hope is that we continue that trend and that 60, maybe even 70% of the class earns an even higher grade, the highest grade of the semester with essay number 3. Hopefully everybody's ready to put in a good, 4 or 5 days of work on essay number 3 to make it their best paper of the semester. Essay number 3 is due by this Saturday night, and some reminders. One is it's the most heavily weighted assignment of the semester. So essay number 3 is worth 25% of the course. Compare it to the other major final assignment that's left for the semester, which is the final exam, and that is only worth 15%. So 10% more is at stake with essay number 3. So the way I would think about essay number 3 is it is the assignment that's going to get you the grade you want in the course. It's going to push you up or down depending on how much time you have, how much effort you put into it, and how much help you have time to seek out. It's going to get you that A, B, C, D, F, whatever it is that you're aiming for or not for. So by all means, give it everything you've got. Essay number 3, unlike essays 1 and 2, has a research component. So make sure you complete and fulfill all of the assignment guidelines. You should be pairing 3 of your own research components, research materials, with 3 of our 5 class readings for 6 sources total. And that is everybody, no more or less. Everybody's works cited page should have 3 entries from our 5 class readings and 3 of your own research materials. So six places total where you quote, paraphrase, or summarize. To give you an idea of why essay number 3 has a research component, typically at Wake Tech and at other 4-year colleges and universities, the first semester of college is a writings more like exploratory, expository writing course. And then the second semester of English in college is a research-based class. In other words, if you take the second English at Wake Tech, English 112 is a research-based essay class, and you write usually 2, perhaps 3 essays, and they are all research essays, much like our third essay. So I use this one to bridge you into your second semester of college English classes, whether at Wake Tech or anywhere else. So that's due by this Saturday night, and then about 4 days later, our final exam opens. Our final exam opens, I have my notes here in my calendar, this Wednesday, the 6th, next Wednesday, the 6th of July. And what to expect for the final exam is a window during which you can take the exam. So our exam opens at 12 a.m., so midnight, Wednesday, the 6th of July, and it will remain open for you to take through 11:59 p.m., so the last minute of Monday, the 11th of July. And so for the final exam, what you will have is in lessons, where all of our weekly lessons and assignments have been posted for the semester, you will find as soon as our exam opens, that midnight, the 6th of July, an assignment posted. It'll say final exam for our course in lessons. It'll be just beneath the final lessons folder. And you will be able to, whenever you're ready, during that window of the 6th through the 11th, click on the link for the final exam, and then you'll be able to click begin. And when you click begin, that will trigger the start of a 2-hour countdown. All of the details for the final exam, including the 3 readings you'll need to complete and a discussion board to get some practice creating a thesis statement for the final exam and a sample final exam, can be found in lesson 7. Once you complete lesson 7, the assignments in lesson 7, the readings and the discussion board, then you should move on to the final exam and preparing for it, actually brainstorming for it, all of that. Because like I said, once you click on that final exam assignment link and you click begin, you get 2 hours to do everything related to the final exam. So you will open that folder, 2 hours begins the countdown. That's when you will read the assignment prompt. You will have Microsoft Word open. You will probably have your books or the readings for the final exam open. You will compose the exam using Microsoft Word. You will save it, and you will submit it to the link, all within the 2 hours allotted for the exam time. The exam itself allows for 1 attempt. I know that's a very unconventional thing to do, is to write a timed full essay and submit it within 2 hours. But that's what the course requires, and so that's what we're doing, and that's not going to change. So my suggestions, this is what I suggest to all my students who take a timed final essay. For sure, complete the readings. There's 3 readings you're going to need to complete for the final exam. If it were me, I would read them carefully twice. They're not very long. It doesn't take much time. It's only going to make the essay easier to write. I would have the sample final exam that's posted in lesson 7 and in course resources, same thing. I would have that sample final exam open, and I would use the sample prompt as if it were the real prompt and I were preparing to write an essay. In other words, when I did the readings, I would highlight passages that are very quotable that I would like to retrieve easily during my timed essay, things that would help me answer the sample prompt. I would use the sample final exam prompt to do some brainstorming, perhaps even outlining, that sort of thing. Because, and this is the most important tip for the final exam, the sample final can't be identical to the actual final you'll see during your timed final exam time, but it is almost identical, because I want you to be able to prepare as much as possible for that 2-hour countdown of when you're like, you got your book out, you got Word up, and you're nervous, you're sweating, and you want to write this essay, write a good one, and submit it and not run out of time. So any preparation you do, whether it's just reading and highlighting, brainstorming, outlining, any preparation you do for the final exam using that sample prompt will absolutely be useful during your 2-hour final exam time. Otherwise, it's unconventional, and it takes practice, and you'll never have to do it again outside of an academic setting, probably. So if you're anxious, the only way I've ever known to quell an anxiety I feel when I need to write a timed essay is to go in it prepared. So review the readings, have them open, have your notes out, have quotable passages highlighted, and have all that accessible. Even have Microsoft Word pulled up so that when you start, you click begin on that final exam link, and 2 hours starts counting down, you're like hitting the ground running. You already have an idea of how you're going to start your essay with your introduction paragraph. You maybe even have an ideas for a thesis statement, and you're ready to roll. So that's my suggestion. Otherwise, we have still about a week and a half or so plus left to the semester. I'm here if I can help as you wrap up essay number 3, if I can help you prepare for the final, if you have any specific questions about grades, any of that stuff, I'm accessible. Email is the easiest way, as y'all know. So reach out to me. Let me know what I can do to make things easier for you as we end up the semester. And after your exam, keep an eye out. I'll have grades posted as soon as possible. Essay number 3 naturally will have to be graded a little bit faster than the previous 2 essays because the exam's coming up quickly. So keep an eye out once you submit your final exam, your final draft of essay number 3. Keep an eye out within 5 or 6 days. I hope to have everybody's essay number 3 graded. After you take the final exam, within a day or 2, I'll have all final grades posted to Blackboard. Thank you all for all your hard work. It's been an awesome summer semester. Y'all have done really well as a group. And relax a little bit. Hopefully enjoy the rest of your summer after this course. And best of luck in the fall, y'all. If I can help with anything, don't be afraid to reach out. Bye.